Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. Today we're going to be working on this little journal that I'm working on. It has got sorry, a lot of tailor-made journals, vintage Christmas wrapping paper, in it, and you know, just some other items as well. I'm also using these images, and this is from KBandFriends on Etsy, KBandFriends. I'm not affiliated with her. I just love these sort of vintage, or not, maybe not vintage, but retro looking Santas and elves and all that. I thought it went really well with the wrapping paper. So I've made like a couple of little pockets, and like there's a tag, and then in this side it's just a journaling card from one of the images from KBandFriends. I've got a little pocket here. This is scrapbook paper, and I've just put another one of the images from KBandFriends in there, and then another tag. And I think that's about all I have in it so far. So I wanted to keep working on, oh, I put the little fa la 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 thing there. That's just a paper cluster I made. So I thought it'd be fun to use guest check, and I've torn off the sides so that it fits, you know, well there, and then just folded it up and fold the little tab part over, and it's been coffee dyed. So that's what we're going to start with. And I put the Arteza adhesive felt on there. On the outside of the journal, that's what I'm saying. So I hope you're all having a good day. I'm taking a break from my December daily. It's not very exciting around here these days, so I mean, there's loads of other things you can do. You can do quotes, like I said, or you can do gratitude type stuff. I think that's what Gail's doing. So I mean, there's lots of other stuff. It's just I didn't feel like it today, and I wanted to get working on this, so that's the problem. I kind of lose interest in the whole December daily thing. That's probably why I don't do a lot of journaling, because I struggle doing it. I like to make them. I don't like necessarily writing in them. I want more of this merry and bright where you can see it. So I think what I'm going to do is tear it here. I'll use that piece for something else so that it doesn't get covered. That doesn't get covered up because it's cute. So I'm gonna have to come this way to tear a little bit more off the top, just so it fits well. So yeah, I hope you're all doing good and staying warm. It is very chilly here still, which obviously isn't that surprising, but cold is not my fave. There we go, that'll work. Yeah. But other than that, we got a whole lot of nada happening, basically. I think we're supposed to get snow this weekend. My husband wants it to snow a lot so that he can take the razor out and pull a sled for the kids. They like that. That's fun. So I was thinking earlier today about when I was a kid, and like I said, I grew up in a old Victorian town, and I mean, not that that has anything to do with weather or anything, but I remember a few winters, you know, you always go play out in the snow, and it would be up to our hips, which I know when you're a little kid, obviously that's not that big of a deal, but we had this one spot that we would go to, and it was kind of like an empty vacant lot type thing, but I grew up like on a hillside, so everything was hills, you know, and so it was down kind of in a ditch, And we would go there because that's where the snow is the deepest always, and play in the snow. It was fun. I mean, that was when I was a kid, and I actually enjoyed I didn't mind the cold nearly as much as I do now, so, but yeah, it was fun. I don't know what got me thinking about that this morning, but anyways, I enjoyed doing that. Just trying to see if I can find, I printed wrong on this side, so I printed on the other side, you know, the right way. That one would work. This one's from Antique Papery. That might be a little bit better because it won't take up the whole thing. And then maybe a little something with it. This is cute. It says Be Jolly, and that is from the KBandFriends. Those little ones, and I printed them small, so you can print them bigger than this. It's just that's what I wanted since I was doing this little tiny journal. So. I'm gonna wrinkle this a little bit. I loved the snow when I was a kid, though, but I think that's pretty normal. Most kids do. Never did like skiing, though. I tried that because they used to take groups of kids in my town skiing with school, you know, for school. And yeah, it never was really my thing. I'm going to actually have it tear this way. Tear another piece off here. So yeah. And we loved to go sledding up there, of course, because all the hills, it was the best place to do that. What you doing, son?
I'm probably going to do homework.
Okay, that would probably be a good idea.
Yeah. So why is there like 6 vaccines? 6 different ones.
I've only heard there's 2 or possibly 1.
2.
I think they're working on that.
Yeah, 2 are soon.
Yeah.
Ish.
Oh, why did so many companies make the vaccine? Oh, we're talking about the COVID vaccine. Well, because they were trying just for somebody to get it done quickly, you know.
But there's 6
Well, I don't think they realized that it was they were all gonna get them done like that.
at the same time.
Yeah. They're just trying to get somebody do it and get it done kind of thing. Yeah. COVID. I have had enough. Put a little wrinkle in that there. Oopsie. Didn't mean to wrinkle up the whole thing. I like that snowman. He's so happy. Love snowmen. Okay, and I'm just going to glue up the sides. I don't think I'm going to stitch this one because the pocket's already so tiny it would make it almost useless. So I'm just going to glue it. I think I never liked skiing because I would spend most of my time on my rear and then I would be wet and cold. So it never became something that I like wanted to keep trying because I don't like being cold. But like when you're playing in the snow or something, you can like come inside and drink something warm and get warm. But when you, at least when we went on those skiing things, it was like an all-day deal. And so if you got cold, you were just cold for the rest of the day. So, not my favorite. thing, but I know I'm kind of weird that way. I'm going to use this as a stencil. This is just a page that I die cut snowflakes, obviously. Let's do some small ones. I just want to put a few here and there because, you know, this pocket doesn't cover everything. So I don't know what I was doing when I stitched this together. I didn't put a printed page in the middle, which I usually do. It kind of got other bits, but that's okay. This one's so huge is the problem, so I don't think I'm going to use that one. I knew loads of people, though, that loved skiing where I grew up. And where I'm at now, too, there's lots of people. Oh, I think I got it over on this page a little. I think it's kind of all how you grow up too. My dad was not into that at all, so I never learned how to ice skate or do any of that either. I mean, I know that's not, I roller skated, so it's not that huge of a difference, but because that was big when I was a kid, was roller skating. Oh, see, you can't even see most of that. Maybe I'll do some on this side too. If I put something under it, I wouldn't pick up the other bits that I don't want, huh? One came out good. Let's do this just kind of up at the top here. Okay. We'll just kind of, there we go. Just get rid of some of the bright whiteness there. And I'm going to glue the whole thing down because it's just a thin guess check and I don't really, you know, want other things going in behind it. Oh, I actually even glued that and I still was able to. I like to glue those knots for that reason, because they can come untied pretty easily. Obviously you don't want it to come untied. So I just put a dot of glue on there. That helps keep it from getting all over. want the string behind there either. Okay, now we need a little something to go in there. So let's make little bits and pieces again. That's cute. Santa's Savings Club, that's cute. And what I've been doing is just backing them with a piece of book page, and then also, because I just printed them on parchment paper, but you can print them on a thicker paper and then you don't have to worry about it, but I didn't, so I'm gonna back it with a piece of book page and then just some manila paper. But you could use scraps of manila file folder if you print it on thin paper. There's lots of other things you can do, but this is just what I have right here, so that's what I'm going to use. Yeah, these are super cute from KBandFriends for that retro look. My grandpa used to tell stories about in the winter time they would take a toboggan and go from, you know, way up high in the city, because he grew up in the same city, and ride the toboggan all the way down into the canyon, which that was a long ways. I don't know, I would say probably at least 3 miles. You know, on a sled, that's a long ways. And then they would go all the way back up again, but they would only do it like 2 times, because hiking all the way back up was, you couldn't do that when I was a kid because the cross streets and stuff, you know, cars. So, but that was probably a lot of fun. I wish I would have had him or my dad write, like, in a journal just about things they remembered from the town I grew up in as kids, just because, you know, obviously so different, especially now, so it would have been neat to have those stories, you know. I have this little tiny envelope. I thought it might be kind of fun on a page, just maybe as a little side tuck, and then obviously you've got the pocket there. I think I'll just kind of ink this just a little. And you don't have to do this, you can leave them white, it's not a big deal, it's just your own preference. Just like a little bit of something on there. And I always have somehow glue where I don't want it, and then it makes it further. So yeah, I'm gonna ink around that too. And I just used, or made this using my envelope punch board. Just made a teeny tiny one. I kind of need something to hold it closed, but it's so close to the edge there, I'm not really sure. Santa is watching, that one's too long. I just need something little. That one's the same color, so that's not going to work. I mean, it doesn't have to hold much, it just has to hold that down. But I think I would have to make it a little bit thicker on a piece of book page because I'm worried that it'll just tear. So both my kids are doing either class or homework right now. Fun stuff. My daughter has to do a 3-hour Zoom class today for her art final. I guess they're all sharing their accordion books. She's like, I don't know if I'm going to make it for 3 hours. It's like, yeah, I can kind of see how that would be a lot. A lot. Okay, so I'm going to try to just put on the very edges of this glue to hold the envelope, but we're not going to put the little tab part of the envelope in there until it's dry, because obviously it'll just pull right off. Hopefully I don't glue it down. Oh, as I put it under there, right? Okay. All right, we'll see if that works. If not, we'll have to go to plan 2 or plan B or whatever. All right, so that's gonna dry. And then, oh, we should make a little something to tuck in back behind there, huh? Let's take a piece of this. I'm gonna use this little elf. He's cute. I also have these little bits that I didn't get cut out. I just want to make a little something. It doesn't have to be huge because obviously that's just a little tiny envelope. I just basically want it to fit this. I don't need it any bigger. And this is probably just, yep. So those are just glue pages. So we'll just glue it a little more. My hands will work. They have not been great the last few days. Okay, some kind of cute paper on there. Let's see. That might work. Let's see. I could do a different color red. That will not work. Sorry, I've got the weird sun coming in here. It's the only problem when I don't do a video till the afternoon. I'm just trying to block it here a little bit. That helps a little. I kind of like this because it's the brighter. I'm worried that that's not really the right color for anything else that's in here. Could use the stripes again. I actually don't mind it on that. I don't know how much I'll get of like the tree or anything, but could do it like, yeah, I'll just have to take off a little bit at the bottom, I think. This piece is crooked because of however I ripped it the first time. There we go. Yeah, I just love these papers by Tailor-Made Journals, so I had to make another little. And I love the that adhesive felt for a cover. It's great. The only thing I wish is that you could sew it without it, you know, messing up the sewing machine. So I didn't even try it this time because last time it was all janky. I had forgotten that it did that because of the adhesive. But that's the best part because it covers really nice and smooth and really easy. Yep. Wrong glue. Let's see, there was one that said Little Elf. That one would be cute, and now I probably won't be able to find it again in my mess here. That one? No. Oh, better not pout. Probably threw it away, right? Since that seems to be what I do. I bet I did. Dope. Let's see, is it on this one? No. Okay. We will go Santa's helper. Even Little Elf would have been cuter, but it's okay. I'll find it after somewhere. Yeah, my printer, I printed the first batch of these, and my printer put lines through everything, so I cleaned it and then started over. It's the only thing I don't like. I have a Epson EcoTank printer, which I absolutely love because for the price of, you know, the ink, you can print a whole lot more than you can with any other colored printer I've had, so I love it, but it's kind of a stinker. You can't print a whole lot before you have to clean it again. And it does do those lines fairly frequently, and you have to align it, and I don't know, it's just kind of a pain. I mean, I expect some maintenance, but it seems to be a little excessive that way. I love doing these mini kind of journals. They seem to be really easy to, you know, make cute and stuff. They're just, it's just fun. It's perfect for these papers. I don't know if I'll put anything in the envelope. I may just put like a, you know, a little piece of this Manila paper or something, because it's just so tiny. And see, that's totally not perfect at all, but it's fine. Like, it's great. And then that can just tuck back there. And this is probably dry enough. That's one good thing about the art glitter glue. It dries super fast. So there's that. Oh, see, I'm going to throw that one away if I'm not careful. That's fun. Let's see. I like that pocket. Just trying to see where I can use something in this area, roughly. I'm going to end up covering up all the plain pages if I do that. But that's where you want stuff, right? Could do one on this side. I like this December 25th, this one here. I got these really close together because I like put them on Word first when I did it, because there were certain ones that I wanted more of and not other ones, and so, and this one is actually quite a bit bigger than I printed it, so that's why I like Word, because I can shrink them and stretch them very easily. Kind of just like that, just as a little decoration. What I would do without that thing. Well, I just have a bigger mess than I already do. Okay, this one I did do double. I was kind of thinking if we could do some kind of fold out with it. I don't know. Fold it this way. Kind of like those fold outs we've been doing. So if I glue that one down, and these all open up like that. That gives you quite a bit of writing space. And we could just use a little paper clip. I can remember where I put those. Keep, taking things out of their spots and not putting them away, which is my own fault. And then I can't find them. Weird, right? It's like bomb time in here right now, so I just kind of want, I don't want it to be quite that big because I don't want it the whole size of the page, so I'm just going to go with that size. So this was originally going to be a page, but I decided it was getting kind of thick, so let's see, do we want it on this side? Yeah, I guess that would work, because then you could write on it. And then just paper clip it. So these are very similar to the little things I've been making that were originally inspired by Carrie the Crafter. So just reworked, right? And the paper on the back of this is from my Spillin Tea digi. And so is the page that I was gonna glue it to, this one. And yes, all my pages are different sizes and everything. I just did it all kind of quirky. Okay, so which side? Oh, that side out. Okay, come on. I need to just do this, focus on this one, bottom one here. So that hopefully I can get it semi-straight. Okay, so the only difference is I don't have the pocket, you know, that would be here or in the middle. It's just basically for writing. So we could put a few little things on it, maybe if I have small enough pieces here. Got a nail that's, sorry, keeps grabbing stuff and it's bugging me. I don't really want to cover that, but it'd be fun to put something on the inside. She would work. And that is cut out from a piece of the wrapping paper digi. But you could do one of these with a pocket, just like those other ones that we've done recently. Kind of feel like I want something else in there. I don't know what though. These are too big. Yes. Just wanted to see if I had any of those Santas or something from the other stuff that I used. Probably not. If I did that and folded it. Oh, you know what would be kind of fun is to have it folded, but almost so it's like a pop-up, like a card, you know, would have. I mean, it doesn't really serve any purpose, but it's fun. I'm going to kind of go over back here too. Just because you'll kind of be able to see down and into there. So you just glue the two sides. And it's not going to like pop out or anything because it's just a piece of paper, but I just want to find the center is the big thing. Let's see. Try to get it in the middle. So it's not attached in the middle, so it's a little bit like a pop-out thing. Just for some decoration. And then, so that's basically just to write on, because you unfold it and you can write on it. Alright, what else? I kind of feel like it needs, let's see if I have a different one. Those are too thick. And do a fit on there. Nope, way too big. Look at you, Joy. Joy's always a good one. Oh, it ends up kind of covering them up a little, doesn't it? That's a pretty big Joy. I literally have nowhere to spend anything. That's too big of a print. This is going to make it even worse, huh? You know what we could do is just trim this down a little bit more. Doesn't have to be quite so wide. Fingers always get so filthy from the ink. I don't notice everybody else is getting quite that bad. I don't know what I do. Just a mess. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and so on the front of this, I've got the lace over the, I like to cover up the strings stuff. I could have left them out, but I put them in the center, but I just like something on the spine. And then I cut out just regular felt. This isn't the adhesive felt because I'm about out of the red, but I just cut out some regular felt with the die cut. I'm going to do like this, just basically like we did last time. I'll use these as leaves, and these are just one of these flowers cut in green, and then I just cut off part of it. And then I'm going to stitch some little beads in the center and put a piece of rickrack across here. So I'm going to let you guys go because I'll be stitching, and obviously that's really boring to just sit and watch me sew little beads on. So I hope you guys have an awesome day, and we will chat again soon. Bye-bye now.